Hey yo, I want a bag full of chips, no Frito-Lay. I want to take trips out to San Tropez. I want to ride whips I never seen in person. No tents on the bitch, I want to ride with curtains. I want a gold rope chain like Big Daddy Kane. No medallion either, just a big ass chain. I want them to shut the stores down wherever I go shopping. I want to hit the shooting range, I want to get it popping. I want a house with gold toilets and marble floors. I want to get a butler too, cause I don't want no chores. I want to get my bulldog some little bully bitches. I want a moat around my house that I can fill with fishes. I want all these things, and then I want some more. Before I break the door down, I gotta find the door. But all this shit will come with time if I remain consistent. Patience is a virtue, ain't nothing instant. Anything that happens instant is just an instance. That's why we 51 deep. You'll see in just a minute.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but we've talked about this plenty of times. Like, history is lost, right? So
Yeah.
and I'm guilty. I don't know my full hip hop history. Like, I would like to be able to fill in the gaps here and there, but like,
Yeah.
admittedly, I didn't really. And I think most would agree. Like, hip hop pre '80, was not the greatest. It wasn't.
Well,
It was great. No. I want to take that back. It just hip hop evolved into what it is now. It wasn't necessarily this before.
Well,
Obviously,
a large
because it
a large
was
part of
DJ centric before.
a large part of hip hop becoming what it was, and I forgot who was the first band to do this. Can't remember, but in like 1979,
Look at you doing your homework off Hip Hop Evolution.
they were the first ones to actually put it on a
Adam
disc.
ain't never did a day of homework in his life, but he will do it for the things.
Yeah, I
he
usually
likes.
just like waited until we went over in class and fill in the answers.
It's only when I like things do I want to pay attention to anything.
Exactly, and that's why this caught my attention. But like,
That's why school's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, go learn this shit. Fuck is this?
standardized learning is stupid because is there like a standardized brain? No, everybody fucking thinks differently. Everybody learns differently. So standardized learning is real stupid, and that's my piece on that.
No, dude, I think a lot would agree. I don't know. I think school is not to be standardized in that way. Like, school is, it can't be the same for every kid.
Like,
man.
I understand
It
to
just
some
can't.
degree that like a lot of there's like certain things that everybody should know, right? But that stops for me probably like 8th grade. You can add like some algebra, some extra algebra.
Yeah,
shit. But the rest of that shit,
the base grammar and math and things of that nature. Yeah, but like after a certain point, like high school should literally be like, okay, you got to make this many credits. We need you to take these, and these, right? Just a few
Yeah.
courses. But like, man, for the most part, like they should allow you to like really map it out and enjoy it. But high school should have different courses too.
Yeah.
Shouldn't just be fucking like, all right, English.
I agree.
more
I mean, like, why
English.
do I need calculus 2? If I'm not going into a career that's going to involve math like that, like, why do I need to even waste my time? I'm never going to use it.
Dude,
Like, forget it by the time next year comes around.
Dude, honestly, like being truthful, I failed the shit out of a lot of those fucking courses. But that's not because I'm dumb. I promise I'm not dumb. America, I'm not dumb. Or the world. Because hopefully one day.
There are people from other parts of the world. If you look at some of the analytics,
They must got nothing else to do with their life. Ooh, Kiona and Kasson
I think shout out
podcast.
to Russia only because they listen to our shit. Ireland, I believe, was one of the countries.
Really?
Yeah, and then of course Jordan. We got people out there.
Again, there's nothing to do in those countries, so they're just like, oh.
Listen, I'm not mad at it. Have less to do. Watch more Kiona and Kasson podcast. And on that note, welcome to the Kiona and Kasson podcast.
Word.
This is episode 51.
Man, look at you. You're being seasoned.
I'm fucking learning the game. You know what I mean? So I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with my brother, Osama.
What up?
As you might notice, Dave currently is not here. If you're
I
watching,
think they noticed by the fact that the camera is literally not even in focus.
well, not everybody is going to be watching. Some people are just going to be listening. So you never know. Got to set the scene.
Word.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right. You're right.
So
right.
right now he's not here. There's no guarantee when he'll be back. Let's just put it like that.
He had and it's not even anything beyond
No.
just some personal matters that Dave has to take care of.
Yeah, everything's still all love with us. You know what I mean?
No, there's nothing. So no speculation
No
between the
controversies.
12 of you that watch.
And we're trying to,
I don't. What the fuck is going on between the Kiona and Kasson? And then the 12 people become like,
it's like the Rock breakup. No, it's not that.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's all love. And, Dave, we were talking about Dave yesterday. So beyond that, it is what episode?
51. Got
50.
Stacks on the side. I don't think he's in camera anymore. I think I zoomed it in a little bit. But
We're also deciding how to proceed with the set and all of that. So again, those 12 of you, if you have any suggestions based on what you would like to see it look like, maybe if it is down to a 2-man, it doesn't make sense for him to have a whole couch and me to be off to the side. So we're trying to figure that out.
I'm gonna start fucking laying back on the couch. And be like,
this is not
Rick
about
James on this shit.
Don't lay down around the couch on a couch by me, man. We don't live together no more. Don't be sprawled out on my couch. Like what? Oh, and that's I don't know. Have we ever mentioned the fact that we lived? Yeah, we've talked about the fact we live together, right?
Probably in passing.
Very in passing. Yeah, no. Me and Adam lived together for a very long time, actually.
Like 7 years or so.
7 years. My mom, and I don't think our mom and dad ever forgave me for like.
No, you know what? Listen, don't even start me off on that right now because pop. You know what I mean?
No. But no, we lived together for a long time. Had some really fun times. Actually, pretty like in terms of roommates, it worked out really well. I don't think we fought too much.
No, not really.
We had some arguments, but probably just brotherly arguments, and
that's how it goes.
That's how it is. But yeah, I don't even know how I got on that topic.
I don't think it really matters. So
word.
We lived together for a while. We don't anymore, so I cannot sprawl out on his couch. Apparently, that's pretty much.
Just don't do it the way you were. You had your fucking like you were like.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You were doing like the mailman pose, but like you can't do that while we're on a podcast together. What is this like? Psycho. What is it?
Make yourself comfortable. You're at home. You know what I'm saying?
What is it? A therapy session? Like this ain't a therapy couch.
No, it's not a therapy couch. Man, there's been a lot that's taken place
this week.
A lot to talk about, I think.
Really?
I think so. I know. First of all,
like I don't know. Actually, now that you mentioned it, maybe there wasn't.
First of all, a lot of music that has been anticipated, I believe, dropped.
Oh man, well, Lost Tapes 2.
Lost Tapes 2 is one.
Which I enjoyed. If we had connection to a soundboard or a Pro Tools, we would play some for you because obviously. With the little amount of audience we have, nobody's telling on us. They just may enjoy the listening.
I don't think anybody really cares. And even the people who own the rights to these things, I don't think they care either. They're like, these people haven't made one single penny in the last year off the show.
Like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, I was like, man, we should like brand ourselves. But like, for what? Nobody's stealing this shit yet.
About to copyright this logo in case somebody else from
patent pending.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, let's just run through a couple of the things that dropped, I guess, real fast before we talk about the Lost Tapes 2, because I don't really care much about the rest of the stuff, and I haven't listened to everything. Full disclosure.
Yeah, no, I looked and I didn't. That's what I see. I didn't see a lot that came out. But go ahead. I know that Tory Lanez put out a song, which was kind of it wasn't bad.
People put out songs. Honestly, I don't even mention those.
You don't look at the singles.
I do. I listen to them and shit, but like, I don't care about that. Give me a fucking project.
Well, we're living in an age where there's throwaways more often than not.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
the people are not as dedicated to the craft as they once were.
Well, no, I mean, think about it. Because Green Gucci Suit came out like 7 years ago, right? And now Rick Ross's album is just now coming out, and he's actually got that. So that was like a lead single.
August 9th, right, for the Ross album?
You tell me. I don't know.
I believe it's August.
Okay, so yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But either way, that's what I'm saying. You never know at this point, but it seems like throwaways can become, depending on how they perform lead singles for a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't know. It's not a world of singles anymore. Like, and I don't think certain artists need to. Rick Ross just needs like.
I'll say that I don't think that Nas should have led with what's the name of that song? Something Jero.
Yeah.
Story of Jero. Either way.
Jero of Rap.
Jero of Rap, yeah. Terrible song.
Yeah.
Terrible song.
He put it on this album, which I was hoping he wouldn't do.
But I don't know why he took that as maybe that's a good way to just throw people off. And Nas is probably about that now because I think, hold on 1 second, because I hear a bird chirping and I'm pretty sure they may hear it too.
You got it. I don't think so. We have microphones, you know.
I get that.
So like, I don't think so.
I'm back. But
I think he started off the album well. No Bad Energy.
Wait, what?
I said I think he started off the album well. There's No Bad.
Oh,
Energy.
No Bad Energy is a great intro
You
track.
can hear it a little bit, but it's just not gonna sound as good. You know, like probably by the time this shit gets started, it's gonna be like another 30 seconds.
Like, yeah, we should probably. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think he starts the song really well.
Iridescent heroes essence, please clear the exits. I chase demons outdoors, force them to hear the message, air them out. Heard some people discussing my whereabouts.
Yeah, Nas did his thing, man. He's I was really worried. So, full disclosure, I think I'm on record saying I really disliked. I'm gonna say disliked. I would like to say hate, but I guess I just did say hated Nasir.
I guess I did say that I hated it.
I despised that album. I thought it was terrible. I thought it sounded like two different albums. Like it sounded like Nas rapped on something, then Kanye was like, "Nope, I'm taking that beat, putting this beat right here, and this is what it sounds like."
Yeah,
it sounds like shit. So I was really terribly worried. Then
that
he went on.
Most of those fucking albums went last year. The Kanye produced.
Yeah, but I wasn't really those Kanye albums. I wasn't surprised by a lot of that, and I didn't listen to a lot of them for no reason. You know, for the reason of I just didn't expect much from them.
Yeah.
But I think that that Nasir album was terrible. Like it could have been so much better, but maybe 5-10 years ago. But unfortunately, that they didn't really meet like that.
Yeah.
But then he was on that Swiss Beats album, and I forget the name of that song, but he snapped.
Yeah.
And I was okay. And then the next thing that came out, I guess, was this Jero shit, and it was terrible. So I was like, oh fuck! Now we're like in this 50-50 place.
I try to listen to it because I'm trying to be like, yeah, it's kind of catchy. Like there's a slight part of me that's like,
tell me you don't find yourself doing that all the time nowadays.
Round of a melody,
dude. It sounded like terrible music. I was like, what is going on here, Nas? It sounded like it was like it should have been the intro to it could have been a crazy intro to a dope track if it didn't continue to be that terrible shit. It was like a mess.
Was that Swiss on that?
No, I don't think so. That doesn't sound like a Swiss Beats beat.
I don't know. I hope not, because I mean, you know how I feel about Swiss anyway.
Yeah, but don't you find yourself doing that nowadays?
What?
Like you're like, oh, like especially with the older artists, like when they release something.
My bad.
Adam can't be trusted with a play or stop button, and that can be talked about or maybe referenced in one of the episodes when we talk about the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Hey, listen, man.
Have you ever spoken about the Ice Bucket Challenge and how I've done it, but there's no record of it?
Somebody was there, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody saw
the guy that nominated me said he pressed record.
I did press record. It's just,
dude, there was no recording. I was like, where's it at? You nominated me, motherfucker. But yeah. So I just feel like the Nas album could have gone both ways. I was in this like, oh shit, it's like one of those, anything could tip the scale either way.
I was hoping, if you could put the Lost Tapes title on it, that like he even had higher expectations for it, And I don't think Kanye had anything to do with this one, so that kind of made it a little bit.
I think there was a Kanye track on it though.
I think
there was one track, but
see, that's what's lost without CDs. Is I can't look at the book and see who produced what.
Yeah, that's the whole thing that sucks nowadays.
Yeah, but and all Apple Music will tell me is who wrote the song. I don't care about that.
It's funny. We were trying to talk about like other shit, and we went right to the Nas.
Yeah,
but it's the only thing that really mattered.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Beyonce put out like the Lion King album, which is cool. She has a track with Blue Ivy on there.
What?
Yeah,
she could talk.
Yeah, I guess. Dude's been probably years. Like,
how old is Blue Ivy? 4?
When did Magna Carta come out?
I don't want her to hear on no damn album. Like, all right, listen. It's cute that you want to involve your baby and shit. Make him the executive producer. But I don't want to hear your baby talking baby talk on your fucking. No, man.
Wait, they had twins.
I'm not gonna go put money into this shit.
She's probably like 6 now.
I pay my $11 a month for streaming all the music I want in life. Okay, I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna be cheated out of some shit.
She's a Carter / Knowles. Like, got to be talented. There's pretty much no two ways about it. So,
look, man, Michael Jordan's son didn't play basketball.
It's like if Michael Jordan.
But Juanita may have not been athletic or something.
Probably not. If think about it, it was like what's her name? Fuck. let's say it's probably not in the same age range, but what, Candace Parker or something like that? Say he had a little baby mama like that. That child is gonna be gifted.
If Michael Jordan had a Hooper wife, they definitely would have had Hooper kids.
You know what I'm saying?
But Juanita must have been like not really into like the running. Yo, babe, let's go running. Nah, Michael, I'm gonna stay over here. All right. Well, and now we got kids that like half are good at basketball, but not good enough.
Right. Like
they like the sneakers and they're and they look like me, but they can't play basketball.
We have a billionaire father. I don't care. I'm not doing anything.
Like I mean, I can respect that reasoning too.
You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of a little bit privileged and silver spoonish.
Well, you have either like.
But who's to say those dudes are wrong? They are not in the wrong. They just grew up rich as fuck. You can't blame them for how life goes. Although I will say that making poor decisions can't be always just forgiven.
No, I agree.
Like, you stole a car. It's okay. We got millions.
But why are you stealing a car?
Yeah, that's really true.
See, that's rich people shit.
Because they don't experience a lot of... dude, I would be perfectly fine just like on a jet. But
that shit is petty crime to fucking white collar people. You know what I mean?
But it's outside looking in. We say, oh man, I'll just go buy a boat and just be on a boat. Yeah, but eventually you get tired of your boat and like any other boat you could buy. So you're just like, all right. Well,
I gotta disagree. I don't think I'm ever gonna get bored of that. Listen,
just keep buying shit.
When I get there, because I plan to, if I had a whole fucking like lake full of boats, there was no room for water because there's so many boats on there, I would never get bored. Like, well, you think I have to go and steal a boat because I just no excitement in my life? No. I don't need excitement.
You say that now. But if you grew up with only every excitement available to you possible.
This is one thing I always dreamed of. Having a big ass crib, right? And around it, building like a fucking race course that's like 2 miles long, 3 miles long.
Oh, that would be dope.
Just fucking, yeah.
That would be dope. And then a moat around the race course.
Yeah, I'm all about cars.
I'm all about having a moat.
With a drawbridge.
A drawbridge and shit. A moat would be so dope. Big ass drop. Like, it wouldn't be just a regular, I can like kind of climb out of this. No, it'd be like a fucking 25, 30 feet, like jagged edge.
Right, like you need Moses to part the waters.
Like a video game. If you don't do this correctly, you're going to fall in this bitch.
And I'm definitely putting in some sharks. Not shark. Fucking
well, you can't have sharks in just a fucking man-made lake.
Yes, the fuck I can.
There are no freshwater sharks.
There probably is.
Well, there is actually one shark that travels up into the rivers.
Who said it has to be?
Into the lakes and rivers.
Who said it has to be freshwater? I'm putting fucking salt water down that bitch, and I'm putting like.
How are you going to sustain a saltwater? That's impossible.
Piranhas just gonna be roaming the grounds.
Okay, I give you piranhas maybe a little bit more adaptable.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but you can't. Okay, I guess let's just be real. They did just find.
Let's just be real. None of this is probably. I'm not going to build a moat around a house. It's not.
Why wouldn't you do that if you have the money to build a moat?
If I had like
listen. You're talking about not getting bored. You're talking about not getting bored, dude. Eventually, you're going to get to the moat. Eventually, you're going to run out of ideas, and you're going to be like, "Well, man, Osama, you know what? I'm going to build a moat." I'm going to build a moat, and I'm going to come to your house and punch you dead in the fucking dick.
I'm going to be my excavator and shit. Like, yo,
like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm definitely doing
that shit. You took my idea, you son of a bitch.
I'm definitely doing that shit myself. I'm not hiring anybody else to do it. I'm buying those vehicles that are necessary to make it, and I'm going to be fucking 25 feet underground.
I hope you get stuck on 25 feet underground, dick face. I hope you, by taking my idea, I'm going to come there and be like, dude, throw me a rope. And you're going to be like, Dirt's going to come out. What are you doing? I'm burying you, you son of a bitch.
You know what I would do? If I was rich already, I would buy all the equipment I need to do like dredging for
these
gold.
Conversations, by the way, these are great conversations.
I would get all the equipment I need to do like gold dredging and the gold rush type shit.
Oh, that would definitely. I would definitely do a setup like that. Yeah. I would buy all the coolest shit on a good land, so I would never set myself up for failure. I would just really. I don't care how much I gotta pay, even if I'm like just not even really making money. I'm breaking even.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm unsuccessful at this shit, so I want to make sure that I set myself up on a land with gold.
Every season they find gold. Every season.
Incorrect. So there's a show called Gold Rush on Discovery Channel, which I have to start catching up on. I've missed like 3 ever since I disconnected from cable.
Which is always a great feeling, though.
Yeah, but then I realized there's like 17 seasons collectively of shit I gotta catch up on. It's terrible because I only watch Discovery Channel shit.
Yeah.
Like, I really fuck with Discovery Channel, History Channel, Science. They just got the coolest programming, man. You know, I'm not interested in reality, television about like sluts hitting each other in the face.
I mean, that's entertaining.
And sluts can be men and women. You know,
it has its place.
You slap each other in the face. It's like not really respectable.
This is true.
I know I'm kind of tangenting around, but anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we're on the subject of shows.
Yeah. No, but what are we talking? We were talking about money, right?
Right.
And
Gold Rush.
Gold Rush. Yeah. Gold Rush. That would be that'd be cool. But like, I think if I
would have little fucking shelves just covered with like fucking gold jars. And if I ever went broke,
I mean, it's not a bad idea. That's your fucking investment plan.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's not bad. You got an idea. You're better than your fucking. What was your superpower of choice? Oh, the hiccup thing.
Listen.
I'll give everybody hiccups.
The last time I had hiccups, they lasted for like 3 days, I solidified my idea, and I was like, dude, this is fucked up. Like, feels like heartburn. I can't smoke a cigarette. I'm like,
all right, listen, I get it. We're not going to talk about this because it was stupid. But the better thing, this is better than that idea by leaps and bounds, which is also a hilarious saying. Okay, so what is a bound? Yeah, exactly. We know what a leap is, right? What's a bound?
Is it like when you land from your leap?
Yeah, then that's not really far. You're not really. That
because
doesn't
when you rebound, you recover. Like it all makes sense to me.
No, because if you're leaping and bounding, right? So if you leap and bound is where you recover and stop, right?
Right.
Realistically, how far are you leaping? 2 to 3 feet
by leaps and bounds. So multiple leaps.
Are we leaping from a set position or a running?
I think
leap?
It depends, like where the finish line is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say regardless. Right? Regardless. So when they say leaps and bounds, right? That's so much better by leaps and bounds. That like I always see it in that context. If we're really breaking it down, and you're only like 4 or 5 feet ahead, right, from with this leap and bound that you performed, you're not really doing that much better.
No, not really.
So why are we saying you're doing better with leaps and bounds? I would like, dude, fuck you. I'm doing better than leaps and bounds. I'm doing better. I'm like a leap and a bound.
I think that's kind of like saying like I'm like 10 steps ahead. You know?
Yeah, but you're not 10 steps. Okay, depending on who you are, I don't think you leap 10 steps.
Well, okay, leaps and bounds. So it's not just a leap.
But the bound is the stop.
I'm better than you by a leap and a bound.
All right, 100%.
That changes the context.
We really need to figure out what a bound is, but it's not that important.
No.
It's not but it is a better idea.
No. And can we agree that if Kim Kardashian is able to do something to get A$AP Rocky out of jail in Sweden, that she is officially more useful to the world than Kanye?
Oh, by leaps and bounds.
Nice. Way to bring it back.
By far, and not really far at all because it's just a leap and bound.
It's like, listen, I don't want to take away anything from Kanye's
musically.
Past.
Kanye's done great things,
but like, and it may just because like they're on the same level of wealth or something like that. But if Kim Kardashian is able to make an impact with Donald Trump, although I will say this, yesterday I heard a story where fucking things have gotten worse for A$AP Rocky since Trump was involved.
Swear to God. Like, oh, you thought you were going to help.
Like, you think that you would think he's respected internationally, huh?
No, dude, it's fucked. Honestly, it's really fucked up. I don't think we spoke on Sweden last week. We wanted to.
No.
All I'm going to say is fuck Sweden, man.
Yeah,
y'all motherfuckers y'all shouldn't be treating people like that regardless. Like it doesn't matter who.
Like they have
a civilian, a rapper, a black person, a white person, especially a Spanish person, no matter what.
We were able to see the context of what got him arrested. You know, like they have videos of it. He's literally like, we're trying to get away from these dudes. They keep following us, harassing us. They kept doing it. They got their asses whooped. Then the guy who fucking was like harassing him and shit, he's still out right now.
Dude, I've got no intention of traveling to Sweden because I don't really travel much as it is. Monetize us.
United, we're in Chicago.
You know
what I'm saying?
But that's fucked up, man. You know, money. Not that money should get you any like more, but money. He has the money for the better lawyers, and they're like neglecting these things, and that's fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, did Jay hasn't got involved in this yet, has he?
I don't know.
Because if he hasn't, that's weird. That speaks some volumes.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Do you think he has the ability to get him out of like Sweden and shit, like things like that?
They have like a legal team that they put together.
They do got a crazy ass legal team.
And I might be
Hove,
wrong.
what
I
up?
might be wrong on
Monetize us.
this. I might be wrong on that too. You might be involved. I don't care enough to check.
But yeah, man. Shout out to ASAP, and hopefully, man, they get you home soon, and man, fucking don't go back to that country.
Yeah, and hopefully
what I mean?
you start to change your viewpoints about stupid things that you had stupid viewpoints on before.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of that, you don't need to be treated like that.
This is completely different. Like this is it's another injustice.
This is like a humanitarian issue. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
I don't know how the jails are in Sweden, but they might be.
They're sounding to be fucked up, man.
I thought they would be comfortable. Like Sweden is
you would
pretty
think
fucking,
so.
Like neutral,
progressive
country, right?
and shit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I guess Sweden. Not, you fuckers.
Opposite shout out Sweden.
Yes, sir. Opposite shout out to Sweden because I cannot. Opposite shout out to Sweden and opposite shout out to Glenn. Shout out to Dave, man. We love you, bro.
Dave. Yeah.
But can we go back to this? I like money conversations because they're always fun.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're telling me is that you're not building a moat, right? Like unless because
I'll tell you what, I would go and find a place like
that has a moat. I'm pretty sure you're not finding a castle
like that,
anymore.
That far northwest, like where
you're gonna move to Transylvania.
That northwest, a lot of where like the gold rush had happened, right?
Northwest,
like northwest United States,
like Washington and all them joints,
Oregon and all those fucking places.
Yeah,
I would go and find a big plot of land there, buy it, build a house on it. And then, as I'm digging my moat, I'm looking for gold in the moat.
I don't think
killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and then after that's all done, my racetrack goes up.
What if you find a lot of gold though? You're just gonna dig up your house?
No, if I find a lot of gold, I'm just gonna. How much gold do I possibly need? I'm already rich enough to buy a plot of land. Just give me enough so that like I have a contingency plan. What, an ounce is like $1,500 or something like that, right?
Yeah, but you know how it takes. You have to run a lot of yards. Like they do, like they would run it like in that Gold Rush show. They would run it like they do like 1,000-yard test and shit, and see how many like an ounce per yard.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, you got to do a lot more yards than just what your moat's gonna be.
Listen, I don't. You know why? Have you ever seen The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3? That Denzel and John Travolta movie.
Wait,
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. It's the name of a line in New York.
Listen, motherfucker, it's Pelham.
It's Pelham. Pelham. L and H don't go together like that. Regardless, have you seen the movie
Pelham 1, 2? I've never watched Pelham 1, 2, 3. No, I've watched. What is that? Who's in that again?
John Travolta and Denzel.
Big Head John
and Denzel, and they're like. So anyway, basically, what happened is
John Travolta the criminal?
Yeah, and he like has
man. Ever since his head grew, he just started being a criminal or like a super fucking hero and shit. Right? Like he's like, I started working out my head, motherfuckers. How do you work out your head? You start just like really pushing.
You gotta get one of those.
Like a lot.
No, you gotta get one of those leather bands on your head and just be like, ugh.
I've never watched somebody in the gym with those. I don't think those exist. Oh man, like who invented that shit? There's some funny fucking workout machines in the gym, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's hilarious. Like I guess when you first start working out, you really have to like adjust to like doing.
You try not
things.
to laugh,
right? Because like every movement is pretty funny because everything is like really neutral posture with like ass sticking out of shit. Yeah.
You try not to be like, I'm not getting on that.
Like, but like it's hilarious because there's a big self-conscious thing at the gym at first, you know,
for sure.
Like 100%.
Until you start to realize that everybody has that, and people are just trying to work out, and they don't give a fuck most of the time.
Yeah, like once you realize that nobody's looking at you, like you're just like, oh.
You know what the secret is? Like, first of all, I figure I have to do both sides of this, but if you're straight, you don't go to a gym where there's women. If you're gay, you don't go to the gym where there's your same sex that you're attracted to. You know what I mean?
I mean, unless you like that. Unless you're like going for that type of thing. Yeah, like I'm trying to work out and kind of like get some afternoon delight.
Does it up your intensity or do you stay distracted? That's the question.
Honestly, when I'm in the gym, man, I go in there and I kind of just do my own thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, like if there's a lot, there's usually not. Well, no. I take that back. My gym, it's a different kind of gym because there's not that many people there.
Yeah.
Right. Like at any given time, like maybe like 5 to 7 people. And the funny thing about my gym is there's no lockers, which is a little weird.
Oh yeah, I remember you said you had cubbies.
It's a little weird.
So anyway, look, back to the movie, right?
Man, we have bounced around, but yeah, go ahead.
So
Big Head John.
he essentially had just got out of jail. He put together a crew. Like one of the guys used to work at the train station, and then some other guy, I think he had like some Wall Street ins. So basically, they
sounds like a team of crack criminals.
they took over a train, but they like the rest of the everything behind the main cart, the first car where you drive it, they got rid of all of it, and then they drove down like a couple miles.
Okay.
So they're in the tunnels, and he's like, there's like 18 people still on the train that are passengers, and he's like basically told them that he wants $10 million. He's talking to Denzel. Denzel's like the dispatch guy, right? He's like, I want $10 million in an hour. He's like, or every extra minute that I have to wait, somebody gets shot. And they had like a visual on him, and he fucking shot like 2-3 people on the way and it was on the way to an hour because he kept fucking with them, like giving them more like weird shit. So basically, the idea was the market is gonna go into a panic when like there's that big fucking thing going on in the train station, and like everybody thinks they're losing money, la la la. So they sell like crazy, and the price of gold skyrockets.
Okay.
And that was his idea. He already had like some deposit in gold, and it multiplied like more than tenfold. Like he opened his thing towards the end at like $345 million,
and he sold.
His plan worked, but he. Do you care? Spoiler alert.
I mean, don't spoil the movie for them. I don't give a fuck.
It's not like a new movie.
Okay, then fuck it.
Spoiler alert. Everybody who's in John Travolta's high school, they get out of the jam that they're in, but then they all get shot and die.
Even him?
Including John Travolta at the end, yeah. And Denzel's the one who ends up shooting him.
Oh, word.
So
good for you, Denzel.
Yeah. But that goes back to my whole gold rush thing, right? After I have all these jars around.
So basically, Adam's going to go kill a whole bunch of people and then get all this gold.
Not me. I'm just going to pay people to do it. You know?
What? Dude, all this from building a moat because you're rich. You see how getting rich can fuck up your whole life?
It snowballs into a disaster.
You told me a long time ago, like 10, 15 minutes ago, you're like, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't get bored. You now just told me you're going to pay people to murder people to get money out the fucking stock exchange because it's gold.
All 100% contingent on how much gold do I find in my moat?
No, it's not. Now we're on a whole completely different topic. You can't tell me that you're not gonna get bored and you'll just live a normal life and you'll just be on boats. And shit.
But
now you just told me as you build your moat, as you find gold, the more people are gonna die. Your head's gonna explode like John Travolta.
I would never let it get that
Denzel
far.
Washington's gonna murder you.
I would never let it get that far. No.
You just told me that and it got that far.
Why would he murder me? I'm not part of this.
You know,
darker, deeper criminal link.
No, you're an asshole. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there trying to find the right fish. I'm at the fish store. Adam's sitting there having devious, devilish, thievery meetings and shit, and I'm sitting in a fucking fish store like, does that come in gold?
Trying to buy goldfish
for the moat. You didn't tell me nothing about it.
I was trying to buy goldfish. He said, "Does this come in gold?"
Yeah, but like you're actually murdering people for gold.
I'm not.
All right, let's get off this topic of your fucking terrible plan. It's gonna blow up in your face.
That was never the plan.
It's gonna blow up in your face.
Did you? I don't know if it is new or not, but I heard a track on Sirius the other day, and it was a Kanye track.
Oh, I didn't hear a Kanye track.
That he was basically like apologizing to Jay on the track and saying we should get the band back together type of thing.
He's like, Jay-Z's like, nope.
I don't know how new it was, but I was like, this is the first song from Kanye that like it was like a Big Brother type of thing, you know? And
Didn't he have a song called Big Brother?
Yeah, that's why I compared it to that.
like the first since Big Brother.
It was like the first song.
Oh, you need to word that better. I was like, no, he's got one already. You're mistaken, sir.
I said since Big Brother. You know,
no, you didn't say since.
I did.
You said only like big, something like.
Whatever. The point is,
wording is important. People do not seem to understand that. You can't leave out words like the and vowels and shit and just expect me to expect.
I know you want me to take some credibility here because we're gonna be, we have a podcast. But like, I like Joe Rogan said in his stand-up so many times, I'm stupid. Like, don't listen to me. But listen,
But you should still listen.
He's like, I just have time to think all the jokes up that you would like to, but you don't have time, which is why you're here watching me and not the other way around.
Joe Rogan's got a point. I like his stand-up. It's not bad.
Yeah. But yeah. So, pretty good track actually. And I just wonder what kind of implications it's gonna have
On like the Rockefeller thing?
Not like cause he's not even part of
Because
Rockefeller
Jay
anymore,
signed
right?
Jazzo.
Yeah. People
You
are
know.
trying to mend the relationships recently, you know?
You get older, man. You get wiser. You know.
Or something like that.
So we'll see what happens. You know, with all the other all the other relationships. Maybe Dame and Jay eventually. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Maybe. The Dame and Jay thing is questionable, but who knows?
I see you got a haircut.
I did get a haircut. I see you got a haircut.
I did get a haircut.
Well, hey.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Yeah, no, you know what I wanted to talk about?
What's that?
Tipping etiquette, right? But like barber tipping etiquette. Like how do you know how to tip?
I don't even know what my barber charges anymore. I just give him $40 every time.
I usually give my barber $40. We're not rich. Monetize us. Monetize us.
Yeah, if you please.
You know, if you please.
There was some other shit. Oh, well, this is only for Chicago people. But
I don't even know what my barber shop charges anymore. What if he's like,
no, because and I don't know if
this isn't enough.
I don't know if he just does this out of courtesy, right? But I take out 220s, I hand it to him, and he's like, "Oh, let me get you some change." And I'm like, "No, keep that." He's like, "Cool, thanks." And I'm like, "So
it's not let me get change. He's literally just putting his hand in his pocket, waiting for you not to tell him not to take it
let me
back
get
out.
change. We just
Right.
pauses. And I'm looking at him. Like, I thought you were getting change. But yeah, so if you are familiar with the Red Apple Polish Buffet,
What?
Milwaukee, the Red Apple.
Red Apple Polish Buffet.
You know the Red Apple.
No.
Anyway,
I know what red apples are.
They closed that now after 30+ years.
Why is that?
Yeah, you know it
Why
probably
is
by
that a
this
thing
picture.
you're telling me right now?
I said this is what I'm telling to Chicago people. You know, that place look
Never
familiar?
seen it.
we literally drove by it when we went to go throw axes and shit.
Dude, we only threw axe. Dude, we've gone to throw axes once.
Exactly.
Why would I remember everything
Yeah.
that was on that route every time we go there
No.
if we've only done it once?
I'm sure you drove by it 35 million times.
Yeah,
in your
but
life.
I don't think about, hey, man, there's the Red Apple Polish breakfast joint.
Anyways, listen, nobody cares about this argument because
Well, you brought it up.
I brought it up and I thought that you would know what it is. Good God. You see,
Just scrolling
listen,
through Twitter looking for shit to talk about.
No. I'm looking through the screenshots that I grabbed. You know,
Why would you screenshot that?
would you?
Have you ever scrolled through your shit like, why is this here?
All the fucking time.
Like, why is this in my phone?
And then you know what I find a lot is screenshots of like the fucking lock screen of my phone because apparently I just accidentally do it when I put it in my pocket
All the time and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm like-
You're like, oh, well, that's I maybe in just in case I need that.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I get a lot of pictures from my WhatsApp. Like, fuck, why is this in here? Like, I don't need this many pictures in my phone.
Yeah. I don't
One
even
day I'm
use
gonna go
WhatsApp
through there and delete a lot of them.
I try to. I do it regularly, and I still fucking
It's too
have a
late.
bunch of shit.
It's too late for me. I've
we've
gone
been-
too far.
I think we've been going for a minute here, so we should get.
Oh, I
these
left
things
my
talking
phone. You want to go back? No, we've gone too far. They regretted that decision.
Yeah, that's just hilarious.
Who wants some? What do you say? What do you say in Harold and Kumar? He's like, "Who wants some brownies?" Dude was getting titties in his face just because he had weed brownies and shit.
Yeah,
Just a few minutes before, you would have never expected that dude knew what a titty felt like.
it would only if they came across.
You
that
ever
party,
felt the titty and it's like a bag of sand? It's like a bag of sand.
If they found that party before they like had their whole debacle where they lost their weed and then they were smoking into the stairs and shit, they would have been all right. I would have stayed at that party. I'd have been like, first of all, a bunch
Yeah,
of
dude, they already found what they
a
needed.
bunch
They
of
found the
lewd behavior around here.
They
like,
found all the weed.
yeah,
they
they
found
wanted
it.
the White Castle though. That's what their initial idea was, and they were finding weed along the way.
Dude, how was the White Castle so far?
I don't know, but like,
I bet you it was only really a few miles
It
and they were
makes me
just mad
never.
high.
It makes me never want to go to fucking New Jersey.
Yeah, and he's like, now
Like-
we're in Newark of all places. You know we're going to get robbed.
It's like, look at those guys. They're like a lame version of us. And it's like getting their ass whooped.
Yeah, but they had found titties, weed, brownies.
Yep. But
Of course they have to go into the bathroom where the fucking... Why'd they go in the women's bathroom, firstly?
because they said they'll never look for them in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then dude, there's things that you can't unsee or hear when you're in the
Well, it
women's
just happened
bathroom.
to be very unfortunate that the girls that they met prior to that
Came in there to just
went
take
in there.
massive shits.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just terrible. Just a whole bunch of
You
like
want to play
sharding.
battle shits? Like, how do you fucking play battle shits?
Battle shits. It's not battle shits. It's battle shits.
I haven't played that since back at camp.
Back at camp.
Oh god,
dude, I can't imagine how nasty like summer camp would be.
No.
Like it would probably be really, really fun and cool. Like when you're young, like I'm out at home for 2 months, bitches, and then like 2 weeks in, you're like everybody sucks. Like there's a reason I want to be back at home.
Yeah, for sure.
My bad, I keep cutting you off.
That's fine. There's whatever, you know. So
that's another rich thing.
What?
Like summer camp and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Boarding school.
The fucking scouts, like
all that like weird shit, man. You become like.
That's all just brainwashing shit. I'm glad I was never in the scouts.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm glad I wasn't a Boy Scout before. We had cousins that were Boy Scouts. Shout out to them.
The people who were in the DARE program, you know.
There was a good
yeah,
program though. Think about it though. The fact that those things aren't as prevalent nowadays really probably has some sort of effect on what the fuck's going on with today's youths.
Agreed. I just want to say real fast. We're talking about those cousins. Samir and Aya just had a baby.
Oh, so shout out to Samir and Aya.
Congratulations, guys.
Samir's our cousin.
Y'all be watching this, but you should.
Yeah, they probably ain't watching. Nobody watches.
You never know who's watching.
Shit.
We may only have 65 views an episode, but one of those could be an exec. You never know.
Hey, man, if you an exec, come on, dog. We 51 in.
But don't pay any attention to the fact you said exec.
I said exact? Well, exactly, motherfucker. Exactly.
So, did we talk about Dwight Howard already?
No, we ain't talking about the white around your lip.
So, what's up with that?
I mean, listen, honestly, to each his own.
I'm not sure if he's gay or if he's not.
Like,
gay.
he just didn't explain it properly. Like, I don't.
He said explicitly, "I'm not gay," and then he said, "But if I was gay."
He said that?
No, not.
It's like the OJ thing. I didn't murder her, but I wrote a book, and well, I did title it "If I Did Murder Her."
That's what I drew from that. It was kind of like a, but if I was gay,
this is how I do it.
The fucking OJ book.
Yeah,
kidding me? This guy. Now he's out wilding out on his Twitter and shit.
Yo, he's like, I got some scores to settle.
Like, OJ, no,
don't do that.
He was like talking about a story with his mom, and he's like, she said Orenthal, and he was like, she was the only one who called me Orenthal. And I was like,
that's what he said?
Yeah.
What?
He didn't stop and say it like creepy like that, but I was like, that's kind of probably why he murdered people.
Stop calling me that.
He's like, I said OJ, bitch.
All right, you the juice, bro. You the juice. You got it. You got the juice now.
Yeah,
I'm over here, man.
Weird guy. Weird subject guy altogether.
Yo, Twitter allows way too many people outlets.
Yo, and Twitter is like the least censored of all of those.
Yo, you can just write whatever you want in Twitter. I've just noticed that. I don't even do much.
I see at least an ass and a titty every day on Twitter, so I'm pretty sure like they don't care
tits.
what you put on
ass tits. Ass tits.
It's like, can we watch that again? That was funny to me.
That was very funny to me. Yo, man, the Chappelle Show was such a great fucking show.
Yeah.
If there's not people who, man, I can't speak today. If there are people who do not know what we are talking about, I'm telling you right now. No, there's that Chappelle. Was that in the season 3? Woo! Way. Anyway, I don't know if that was in the season 3, where he's like, it's a real dinosaur egg. It's the most ballingest shit on the planet.
Yo, that's coming back.
What?
Diddy is making the band back.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy shit. That's gonna be hilarious.
That's gonna be, yeah. They were like,
how can fucking making the band, dude? It's only gonna be worse.
They're like, we got to have Dylon as part of it. He didn't say that.
Dylon got to be 52 years old right now, right? He was old as fuck.
He really wasn't one of the greatest rappers.
He's like, Dylon. Like, what? There's
like, Marsha.
Yo, that's it, yo. I'm shutting the studio down. Like, damn, Puff. You going to do that again?
So you got to go across town and get me 2 gallons of Cambodian breast milk.
That is the Chappelle Show version. That is the Chappelle Show version. He actually did shut down the studio.
The Chappelle Show version is much funnier. Though.
He's like, you know what? Y'all can't even get along. I'm shutting the studio down. Comments, we ain't pay the bills. We shutting the studio down.
A sugar cookie man.
Yo, making the band was fucking hilarious. I used to watch, dude, that episode where they walked to get the cheesecake, it was like 2.5 episodes long. Like, it was like 3 weeks before they got back to Brooklyn and shit, or back to fucking where were they at in, because they had to walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake, right?
They're probably in Manhattan, right?
Yeah, Manhattan or some shit. Either way, by the time they got to Manhattan, it like they started there like July 1st, and like on July 21st, they were finished with their fucking trip.
Hey, what's the name of that dude who's walking the whole fucking United States right now? Bryson Tiller? Or is that? No, that's not it.
That's Bryson Tiller. I would hope he got more sense than that.
I can't remember what his name is, but it reminds me of that. Like, I'm gonna walking all the way across town.
Fucking Forrest Gump. Like, I'm about to walk over. I'm about to go ahead and walk across this country here.
How far is he gonna get before he's like, all right, I'm going home. I'm tired.
He's walked mad far, dude.
I know, but
I think he's like midway through his trip.
Come on, man. See that we're not connecting right now. You know, in Forrest Gump, when he's like, all right, I'm going home. Like, I'm tired.
He was like, that's it. They were like, what the fuck? All those people were behind him and shit.
And he walked back. He's running all the way over there.
I'm done walking. Like, why wouldn't you just like run to the, like in the office when the run for the fun run for the cure for rabies? Toby ran. He's like, yeah, Toby. He's like, where are we? She's like, I don't know, like 5K from or like 5 kilometers from the office. He's like, couldn't just made it a circle?
Oh yeah, he won, right?
You just run to a random spot. That's like in our parents' like subdivision, that walkway that literally you walk it for like a block and a half, and then it just stops at tree line. You're like, well, what the fuck is this for? They couldn't have made that a circle?
I don't know why they didn't stop it at the subdivision. Like,
why would they make a path to nowhere?
It goes right into the fucking train tracks, right?
No, it goes literally. I remember it just stopping
I'm talking
at
about
trees.
the one right outside the subdivision. Yeah, no, they extended that.
Oh, one of my biggest
Now it
beefs
goes
about
all
the
the way
suburbs
through.
is they don't have sidewalks.
Now it goes all the way through to where that Jewel is, the Park District.
You can walk all the way
trail.
through it?
You can walk all the way through it, and then it attaches to a few more trails that eventually you can walk into Wisconsin.
Wow.
It's a pretty fucking long trail, and I was like, I'm never gonna walk that.
Yeah, no, I'm not, dude. We're talking about walking across the fucking country. I'm not even walking to the fucking car.
That isn't even an inconvenience.
Like, shit, I gotta go to the car. It's all the way over there.
The car
Across
the street. God,
you know how many leaps and bounds the car is from here?
Like, why did I park it across the street?
Shit.
Now
Like, you ever get mad like when you like be like, there was a parallel park I could have done, but I just wanted to pull in and it's across the street now.
Like me right now, like there was one here on your side of the street, but it's a one-way street in a little neighborhood. Like, it doesn't take long to cross the street. So
yeah, you say that now, and then it's gonna be raining when you leave. Like, fuck,
Porky shoes.
Yo, it's hilarious to watch people put like plastic bags over their shoes. But like, listen, I get it. You want to preserve them, but at the same time, they're shoes, dick face.
Like, get another pair of shoes and don't wear those shoes. It's as simple as that.
It's also true, right? Like, I would say that if you only have enough money for like to have one pair of shoes, and you buy like a pair of shoes that you don't want to get fucked up, one, you're being beggars can't be choosers, motherfucker. You can't just do that and think, oh, well,
if you can't wear them year round, and that's the only one you can get.
Yeah. What would you say the best year-round shoe is? Because you need something. Okay, and also it depends on climate, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, let's just talk about here then.
Okay, for Chicago, what is the best all-around shoe? You got to think boot.
I have a pair of Jordans. They're ones, and they're like Jordan Trek. So they're like a shoe boot type of thing.
Shoe boot.
And
are they similar to those ACGs?
No.
Okay.
No. These are much like they look like an actual pair of like Jordans, but like they're a little bit higher up, and there's more grip on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm talking about like bottom, like because the ACG is kind of like a sneaker boot, very light. The only problem with that is it's very high top.
Yeah, and those heat, that's all leather. You know, that's the other hard part. So these shoes aren't. They're fabric, whatever. They're breathable.
Okay.
Not the ones I have on right now.
Yeah, no, those are not breathable.
These are not a year-round shoe. I'll be goddamn walking in.
No, I
snow with these motherfuckers.
I just feel like, beggars can't be choosers, right? So like don't go buy $400 pair. If you got $400 on a pair of shoes and you have no shoes, right? Like I
would say Air Force Ones are a good year-round shoe. $100, they're high enough and like leather and got enough grip to bring you through the wintertime.
Okay, if we're just talking about durability, more than likely. But if we're talking about just like if we're talking aesthetics too, Air Force Ones are if you're getting black, I guess.
Aesthetics are good too for that. Like
white ones will just
you have to start. You have to start in the summertime. You have to bring it summer to winter.
The Air Force One should be a disposable shoe.
Yeah,
like there's no way you can if you're looking to be like you can try to keep them looking clean.
They're only nice when
but they
like
got white.
They got
black. White threads. They got like all white. So like any dirt stains the shit out of them.
Yeah. And like after a while, the white ones start to get that little yellowish oxidation.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And it depending on what you're doing with them, like the more water and more dirt and all that hits them.
Yeah. They haven't made the engineering on those any better.
I do. No, I think now they've gotten a little lighter. They've kind of re-engineered them a small bit because how could you not? How could you not? You reintroduce
because the same version of that is the Jordan 1, which you get for $10 more, and you have 1,000 color after pretty much the same shoe.
Well, you can not $10 more. It's $160 for some ones.
No, those are the OG ones. If you want the regular ones, they're $110.
Those are ugly though. Most of them.
But I'm saying it's the same. It's the same thing as the Air Force One.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for Air Force. I'm talking about just purely off tech. Like, why would you continue to use these heavy ass materials when you have lightweight for the same?
Well, that's
price?
what I'm saying. Is that those Jordan 1s are that lightweight version.
But they're not. They're Air Force Ones, so you can make both of them comfortable and sell both of them instead of one.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Marketing, son. Like, why would you do that? You can just introduce two items that are the same, but not really, and then make people buy both of them.
If you look around the store,
people are already dumb enough to buy the same shoe all the time.
If you look around the store, that's exactly what it is. They have 10 different versions of the same fucking shoe. Like, that's how they work.
I haven't bought sneakers in a while, man. I really just haven't. I've just said, fuck it, I'm gonna start putting miles on the ones I have. Because, like, what are you saving them for? Like, it was always a thing of preserving them, right? At a certain point, I get having a collection, but you can still keep the collection, or they could just be weathered.
It's just for that, like, those times that you do want to bust them out, you want them to be like.
When do those times ever happen? I just try to find a way to use them all. Like, okay, this is a dope shoe, and I'm gonna wear it all the time.
This is when I wear my nicest shoes on the podcast. So the last year, I've gone through like using them a little bit more, but I haven't really like. Just wearing them in the house is not really a thing.
No, I'm gonna try to put some miles. Like the Concords, I want them bottoms to kind of yellow a little bit. Like I just want to put some miles on them, and then I'll buy some new shoes, right? But like, there's no space, right? Same thing with my hats. I used to keep all my hats and I keep them clean. But like I used to never wear them. Like, oh, I can rack them now and now. But now I wear them when I work out, and I wear them when I work. I do some detailing and things like that because otherwise they're just gonna sit there and never get used. And what's the point of that?
It's $35 to buy a new one.
Super wasteful, man.
Yeah.
So like, fuck it. I want to use all the shit I have, and then I kind of want to get into this minimalist. The everything I have. No, I don't have a lot. Have things. No. Like, I like to have things too, but like I want to get to the point where I don't have clutter. Everything I have is dope. Like I like, like very small. Like I don't need to have. But fucking
I would always have a spare closet that had all the shit that like I don't use.
Yeah. So I mean, if you got the room,
this is like if I get fatter. This is if I lose a little weight. This is whatever.
That's if you got the room for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Vivi. No, I just really want to make sure that, like, because honestly, for work, I have like millions of T-shirts because I wear undershirts and they get mad sweaty, and I try to keep not so great shirts for those occasions. And other than that, I try to keep the shirts I like for other times.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, now I have like a drawer full of T-shirts, and there's nothing else I can do about it but just have them there.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, I'd like to get all the clutter out, and
I will say my closet has like a million fucking shirts.
Way too much shit in it,
and I use like 10 of them in a rotation.
Dude, I use so many shirts in a week. I have
a lot that I don't touch, and I think it's just we're getting a little bit snug for a minute there. When I bought them,
there is a way to reverse that.
There is, and
you can't buy a bigger size, but you can reduce one.
Listen, as I said the other day to somebody, I could die tomorrow. Let me enjoy my pizza.
I enjoy pizza too, man. Just saying, son.
Yeah, but anyway. It's not like it's gotten crazy. You can see this. But yeah, so I mean, it's
not like, that bad.
It's weird how many clothes I have and how little I use. and I don't know exactly why I've gone to that. Like, a lot of my fit, you know.
Yeah, I think you just like start to have your favorite shirts. Like for me, but the thing is for work, right? Like I have a polo, but I usually wear a shirt underneath. I come back and I work outside, so it's sweaty. So I take one of those shirts off and I put another on. That's 2 shirts, right?
Yeah.
Get home, shower, probably put a 3rd shirt on, right? A cleaner shirt. And if I go to the gym, that's 4 shirts. 5 days a week. That's like 20 shirts, man.
Using mad shirts.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Like I got to do laundry today.
Yeah, me too. After this,
oh, laundry's the worst.
Get ready to wrap this thing up. I'm about to go do some laundry myself.
Hell yes.
Time is it now anyway? Like,
how long are we in?
2:17. We're about, I don't know, a little over an hour, I think.
I don't know. I don't know.
But anyway, I think we talked about what we needed to talk about. You know,
I don't know.
Because let's be real, we could do this all day long.
We could,
but we're talking about nothing. So.
Yeah, but no, I think what's important to note is that like there may be some changes going in the Kiona and Kasson podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
But we ain't going nowhere. It's going to still be here. Adam will be putting it up. We've talked about a different time of dropping it, but we'll release that at a different time maybe if we do.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you will see us every Tuesday morning.
We'll keep you posted.
We record Sunday mornings.
Situation, you know. So shout out to him. Hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah, man. You know, handle your business, Dave. We're here, man. You know, for us, we want to try to figure out like our setting. You know, how we want to create the set, you know, because it does at this point.
I mean, you don't need to know any of that.
Yeah, you don't. But like, if you have any suggestions, let us know. What do you like? What would you prefer for us? There's not many of you, but maybe you guys have a preference.
Maybe ask a friend. Just tell them to watch and say, hey, what do you think?
Word.
And then like while you're there, just once you subscribe.
Yeah.
Do that.
Agreed.
So hopefully all goes well for Dave right now. Hopefully you know, we can get things sorted out within the show itself.
Yeah.
ASAP for you.
But we'll be back every week for y'all, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and say opposite shout out to Glenn for one more quick one.
Yeah, opposite shout out Glenn.
Stay out and look out. We're trying to get some more shirts made. You know.
Merch coming. If you like the shirts you've seen last week, episode 50, the 50th anniversary, we can get them printed out. You know, let us know. Let us know if you'd like some. Maybe we'll try to make a run of them and see if some of you guys would like to have a few. Yeah. Other than that,
thank you for coming and hanging out with us for episode 51.
Indeed.
If you're watching, you know, peace out. All the people who are listening, shout out to all y'all.
Should have done that probably earlier on. Like, hey, shout out to the listeners.
Listen, we talked about this before. They need to get it all the way to the end to get their shout out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what?
What are you really getting shout out for then?
You know, I don't know.
Word.
Oh, by the way, it was also hot as fuck the last couple of days. And yesterday I put on my Twitter, keeping all the landscapers in mind. In this
indeed. It's too hot, man.
Because it's
hot. Then
give you people some water bottles and shit.
Yeah, all you people who work outside, man, I feel you, man. I do it too. You know, stay hydrated, sunscreen, cover yourself if you can, take breaks, all that.
Yeah, or quit the job and be like, nah, I don't want this job anymore.
That's also an option too.
Don't do it on a whim. Don't listen to me.
Not at all.
So we'll holler at y'all next week, man.
All right, man. Y'all be easy.
Peace.